Trump gets elected. And then in 2017, you interviewed Caitlyn Jenner about Trump.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you said this. You said, talking with Caitlyn Jenner, I see a woman standing in front of me. I have no problem with her living her best life as a woman. But her politics are the unmistakable artifact of a privilege known only to wealthy white men in this country. She didn't start out as a female athlete in a system tooled for the support of male athletes. She competed as a man in a man's world, getting all the support, publicity, and endorsement deals largely unavailable to women at that time. Now, as a woman, she's advocating for candidates trying to roll back reproductive rights for a woman born with a uterus. And I do have a problem with that.
Yeah, I do. Because she's a woman. That's what she says. Okay, fine. But she's acting like a privileged white man. And she still has the mind of a privileged white man. And for her to talk about reproductive rights, and I'm a conservative, and women should not be able to get an abortion, shouldn't be allowed to do certain things. I don't know one law, now correct me if I'm wrong, that tells a man what they can do with their bodies. And so she is, right, from that experience, where she can do basically whatever she wants to her body. And I'm not sure if she's transitioned or not. But if she
even if she transitions, she can't have a baby, so it doesn't matter.
But yes, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, as a man who transitioned to a woman, he had the opportunity and the privilege to be able to do what? Whatever he wanted to with his body to become a she.
Yeah.
So why should she now be telling a woman what she can do with her body? It doesn't make sense.
I've always been pro-choice.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
Yeah. But do you understand what I'm saying?
I completely understand what you're saying.
Make sense.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense.
What if someone had told her, you can't do that?
Yeah, you can't be trans.
You can't transition.
And a woman telling you that.
You can't have the surgery.
Yeah. You got to keep your Adam's apple.
I'm just saying, if you don't see the hypocrisy in that, then I don't know.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Trump made a comment at one point where he referred to Haiti, El Salvador, Honduras as shitholes. And you got on CNN and said the president of the United States is a racist. A lot of us already knew that.
Are you saying a lot of us already knew that, or I said that?
No, you said that.
Yeah.
You said that. Those are your words. Now, of course, people are saying this and so forth, but you got on a huge platform and said it point blank. What was the response when you said that?
Oh my gosh, you should have seen the studio. So I'm in the studio and I'm doing it, and you could hear like, whoa. And, but to me, it wasn't a big deal because before that, I had said, can we just stop saying that he's out of context and he has an issue with the truth, or he embellished this, or his facts are wrong. I said, can't we just say the man is lying? Like, why are we doing this? Well, he's the president. I'm like, but he's lying. And so I actually said, finally, he's a liar. He's lying. And people were like, right? And so then by the time I got around to that, I was like, well, a lot of us knew it. And I said, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say he's lying, and I'm going to show why a lie is a lie. And I would give the evidence. So I'm going to say, I told the producers, that he's racist, and then I'm going to give you the evidence why he's racist. And so if you say something is a shithole, if you tell NBA players, if you want to call them sons of bitches, you want to say my African American, if you're going to be sued from the Justice Department for not allowing blacks to live in your buildings, and on and on and on, that's racist.
Yeah.
That's the evidence. End of story. But it was a huge uproar, and people were mad, but my boss said, you're right. So let them be mad. Next, what's on your show tonight?
Well, yeah, speaking of Haiti, recently in the debate with Kamala, he claimed that Haitians were eating cats and dogs in Ohio.
I said what I said. And you know how we say, I tried to tell y'all. Because he's now, same thing about Haiti. He called Haiti a shithole country, and now he's saying Haitians are a huge problem, that cats and dogs, they're talking about the Venezuelans and all of that. They're eating, Asians are eating, what do you say, cats and dogs and duck Yeah, he said, and geese or whatever.
Right, the geese.
But I love that J.D. Vance calls them Haitians.
What do you mean?
He calls, no, not Haitians. He says they're from Haiti.
From Haiti?
People from Haiti? I'm like, no, where is Haiti? Where the hell is Haiti?
Where's Haiti?
Do you think he's racist?
Yeah, I think he's racist.
Okay. Do you think he's racist?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's interesting also is
checking.
that when he first started his presidency, any black person standing next to him was extremely ostracized. Remember Steve Harvey had the whole backlash, and Kanye took a lot of heat for wearing MAGA hats and so forth. 2024, you see lots of rappers and everything embracing him, standing next to him, the whole nine. And
like
it
who?
doesn't. Well, of course, there's the
Like
people.
anybody that means anything?
Well, Kodak Black means something.
Okay.
He's got a huge audience.
All right.
You may not.
What is it? Isn't Sexy Red like one of the?
Yeah,
isn't
Sexy Red
Red's
co-signed him.
Yeah.
These are not the quote unquote intellectual rappers, but they have huge followings. You can't just, scratch them off the list like that.
Yeah. In a way, I'm not surprised though. There is, and let me just preface this by saying people can vote for whoever they want to vote for. This is America, right? So if you want to vote against your own interests, then by all means do it. But you should be armed with the facts when you do that about who the person is. But it's not surprising to me considering the nature of some, not all, rap and hip hop. It's aspirational, he's flying on a plane and gold toilets. I'm living in a high rise. He living in the clouds, that sort of thing. So I think it's aspirational to some people, some rappers and some men of color.
There's a bunch of them. I actually looked up a list. 42 Doug, OT7 Quanti, who he did the appearance with in Philadelphia, Chef G and Hollow and Sleepy Hollow, who when he came to the Bronx.
You're immersed in rap and hip hop. I have no idea who that is.
Of course, Waka Flocka, Lil Wayne, who he pardoned.
Yeah.
He's pardoning someone who'll probably get you their support.
It's a lot of it's transactional.
Exactly.
Usually most people are transactional.
Yeah. Well,
but that's good for those guys who are standing next to him, but does that mean they're voting for them?
I don't even know if they're voting.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. But, their fan bases are going to be affected, but do their fan bases vote? Who knows?
Yeah, but, again, you can vote for whoever you want to vote for, but just know who you're voting for. I think that you should, and my mission is to inform people, to make sure they understand what they're doing, what the issues are when they go to the polls.